Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you all who don't know me, my name is Sherika. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you all who don't know me, my name is Sherika, and you know, if you want to subscribe, just make sure you subscribe and join my crew. And if you enjoy this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. So in this video today, I'm going to be doing basically a drugstore makeup routine, because people sometimes forget that there are good products in the drugstore. And if you're a beginner, this is great for you because these products are 100% affordable and they're just something you can pick up at your everyday store. I recommend you shop at Ulta. I did leave links down below for where I got some of these products from Ulta. Because they have like a point system, and the more points you build, the more money you get. So I just recommend people always shop at Ulta. So that's just my recommendation. I will leave the links for everything down below. I'll try to put prices on and names on the screen as well. And you know, if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all at the end of the video. I'll see you in the next video because I have some really nice content that I'm dropping. So jumping right into the tutorial, I did do my eyebrows off camera using the NYX eyebrow pencil. I'll have it linked down below. And I also used the Maybelline concealers, Conceal and Perfect long wear concealers in 145 and 150. So for primer today, my drugstore primer is the Maybelline Baby Skin primer. For beginners, anyone that I have taken to the store to buy makeup or anything like that, anytime I have referred like a beginner for makeup of a primer that's affordable, I always say the Maybelline Baby Skin primer, because it just makes my pores look non-existent. And I'm a girl who has big pores, and normally I would use the Benefit Professional primer. But because, you know, I work every day in the military, I try to look for affordable products that I can use on a daily basis. So if I had to pick a primer, it would definitely be the Maybelline Baby Skin primer. Like, that is my go-to. I would never use any other drugstore primer because this one, it just looks good. For foundation today, I like to mix a combination of the Maybelline Conceal and Perfect. It's a 2-in-1 foundation. It's a foundation and concealer, and then I like to mix it with the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. So I like the Maybelline because it's thick and it still gives me that dewy finish that I look for, and I always use 1 pump of that. And then I use the NYX foundation because it's matte, and I use a ½ pump of that. And then I mix these two together, and normally I get my perfect shade. I have the shades listed down below. So this is about what I shoot for. So I'll cover like one side of my face with just all of this, and I'll try to cover like some of my nose more often. I really love this mixture. So I'm gonna apply this to my face. See, and it covers just about almost all of my insecurities. When I'm blending in my foundation, I just like to pat my head, and I'll just take the excess and rub it over my forehead. And normally to cover my entire face, to get the full coverage look that I like, I'll use 3 pumps. After my foundation, I move straight into concealer. Here's a tip: if you're trying to save money, use the same concealer that you use under your eyes for your the same eyebrow concealer that you use to conceal your eyebrows. Use it underneath your eyes. I always use 145 to highlight and 150 to conceal / color correct, because I don't have deep under eye bags or deep under my eye area is not really that dark. I try to use a concealer that conceals and color corrects, but it's like a shade lighter than my skin tone. So that's normally what I will use to conceal. So this is 150. I always use this shade first, and if I'm just going to work, I would just conceal these areas right here I wouldn't necessarily be concerned about any other area. But to be a little extra, because I am extra, I'm gonna put some of 150 down here. Sometimes work can be time consuming. I normally don't cream contour, but if I did cream contour, I would use the LA Girl Pro Concealer in Chestnut, or I would use the Black Opal True Color Foundation Stick in Warm Almond. Sometimes with the True Foundation Stick, I may go a shade or two darker or a shade or two lighter. It just depends on how I'm feeling that day. But we're gonna go ahead and blend out this concealer. I just let it sit for like a minute or two. You do with your preference. I don't like blending mine straight in, so I'm just gonna go ahead and blend in my concealer. And I am gonna bring the concealer up onto my eyelids, just in case y'all wonder what I was doing. So for my face powder today, I'm going to use my Maybelline powder in the shade Fair Light. This is linked down below. This formula does remind me of my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, because when I put it on, it just shears like everything out. It makes everything look so good. So I'm gonna use Fair Light to set my eyes. So before I set, I'm going to just like make sure I smooth everything out, all the concealer, so to make sure just everything just blends seamlessly. So we're gonna do that first. I'm just patting my sponge off to make sure I don't have like too much product on there. So for the setting part, I'm gonna take my setting powder and dip my sponge in there. So normally I would tap off the excess, but I am going to show you what I have been doing lately that I found to be saving money in my pocket from having to keep buying powders over and over again. So I would close my eyes, of course, and I would pat the excess that I normally would tap off onto my eyelid, and then everything else will go under my eye. And then I would take the excess that's left and start patting it everywhere else. Instead of wasting powder, this little thing, I couldn't find a bronzer that I liked from the drugstore, and I really did not want to like go into my expensive bronzers. So I had to find something, and the thing that I love, the bronzer that I love for women of color, is the Makeup Revolution collab with Patricia Bright. I have it in the medium and I have it in the light. So because I don't have a tan anymore, I'm not in the medium color. I'm not in the medium shade. I'm more in the light section. So the light is called Summer Sunrise, and I'll have this link down below for those of you all who are looking for an affordable bronzer. I have not found this bronzer in Ulta stores just yet, because I remember when I took my sister to buy her beginner's makeup kit, this bronzer was not in there. I was so disappointed, but I found this online and I had to order it online. So I don't know if this is available in stores or just online, but Ulta Beauty does have this online, and I'm doing my little fake contour, you know, effect contour, but no contour. This is just some regular random brush that I had sitting around my house. It's not really it's just a regular random brush. I think I got this off Amazon for maybe like $5, $2 or something. It came with like a makeup kit. But this does not be the brush that you would use if you were cream contouring. Just for bronzer. So I have to go off camera real quick because my nose is running, and this always happens when I'm doing makeup, so I'll be right back. And I'm going to move on to the eye area and the nose bronzer. So I've had this concealer brush from Sephora for some years. Where is it at? Okay, it's right here. It is their brush 27, the Pro Blending Brush. I've had this brush maybe for like 2 or 3 years. I will never get rid of this brush. This is one of my favorite brushes to contour my nose with. And when I contour my nose, I dip it in there and I pat it off. And then I wipe it on a piece of like paper towel or something. And then I start contouring my nose. Because I like a light effect. I don't really like a heavy contour on my nose. Even though I have a wide nose, I really don't want to make that illusion that my nose is like perfect. And this is what I meant by bringing my eyeshadow up onto my eyelids. I just wipe it like this. And it gives me that little contoured effect. All up in there. Making sure you bringing that nose contour up into your eyebrow right there to create that shadow effect of having a slimmer nose, even though I don't have a slim nose, which is fine. So I'm gonna take my Morphe setting spray and I'm gonna spray my face. And yes, that is truly how much setting spray I use. I'm not just doing this for the video. In real life, every day, I use that same amount of setting spray first. So I started using the highlight from this palette. Normally I will use the medium highlight, but this has like the little pinkish undertone. And because I don't wear blush, sometimes I like to use a highlight that has a pink undertone as blush, because it kind of like, blush and highlight kind of like blends in together as well as with your bronzer. So I don't really find it necessary to blush when I can just use a highlight. And I hate blush. Blush makes me look so trashy, and I think any other light-skinned person that wear blush looks trashy too. Just thought I'd throw that out there. So my other bronzer that I love to use when I'm in uniform is a golden bronzer. The reason why I love golden bronzers on women of color is because they just look natural. Because even without makeup, our skin just naturally glows. So just find you a gold bronzer, baby. And I love this Kiss Professional New York one. I bought this at the beauty supply around my cousin's house in Indiana for like $5. And I'm gonna use this thing until it hit pan. So I like to do like, I like to apply the gold highlight first. And then I just apply it like that. I do not go in twice with the same highlighter when I'm in uniform, because, you know, people be tripping. So, you know, people be, see, that looks perfect. Like, it just gives me a subtle glow. I'm not doing way too much because, you know, them higher ups, especially the ones that don't wear makeup, they be all ashy and, you know, they be all ashy and ignorant, girl. Nobody care. So now I'm going to go into the pink one that looks like a blush. And I'm just going to start blending everything in seamlessly. See, it gives me like, once I blend everything in, they give me like the little effect that I love. That. So my favorite liners in the drugstore, I always take my MAC liners when they're running short, and I take them to the drugstore to compare them to drugstore shade liners. And the only ones that I really got the same consistency from was the NYX Professional Makeup Liners. I use the shade Toast. I love Toast. It's the perfect brown for my skin tone for nude lipstick. So, yeah. I've been using this for years. When I first started learning how to do makeup, and I started playing in makeup in like 2000. I was a late bloomer. I started playing like with lipsticks and stuff in like 2014, 2015. I started wearing like black lipsticks, blue lipsticks, and all that stuff from MAC. I was a late bloomer, but I was a pharmacy technician, so I was making a pretty good coin for someone at the age of 22, 23. So I started off makeup at MAC, like professional makeup at MAC, but we'll get into the background of my makeup in a second, because I mean, I have some other products that I need to show y'all. So the lip gloss that I always use is Fortune Cookie from NYX. And anybody, no matter your shade, from the chocolate girls to just as light skinned as me, NYX Fortune Cookie will work for anybody. I have been using these two mascaras for years. This was the first ever mascara. This is the first mascara I've ever used, was the L'Oreal Voluminous Original. In high school, I didn't really wear like eyeliner and stuff like that, but Nunu did, and she's like, that's my best friend. And she kind of was the person that started me off with like makeup and all of that, or just learning how to do makeup, because she knew how to do makeup before me. It just so happens that now I'm more advanced at it, so I know what I like and I know what I don't like, and I kind of just go with the flow. But she did give me my first mascara, and it was the L'Oreal Voluminous Original. And if I ever go to a drugstore, that is the only mascara I will use. But before I use the L'Oreal Voluminous, I love to use the Telescopic Carbon Black, because it has a small wand. And I always get the darkest shade. So this is Carbon Black. It has a very, very small wand. And I'm going to show you what I do with this. I place my compact mirror or something like that down like this. And then I look down. And this is how I get my lashes big, long, and fluffy. I always look down into the mirror, and I have the mirror like below me. So can y'all see the difference? Yeah, girl. The L'Oreal Voluminous now, and just go over that one, and I like to drag it up, all the way up, just to try to squeeze all of the length out of my eyelashes. That always happens. I hate when it happens. Okay, that's pretty. I like that. And the only eyeliner that I use, I don't use any other eyeliner besides this eyeliner, so don't ask me about no other eyeliners, is the L'Oreal Voluminous, I think it's called Smoldering eyeliner. And I get this in black. Like I said, I always get the deepest color in eye products. So I'm gonna go ahead, throw this on. Y'all, I don't like making this face on camera. I hate making this face on camera. I hate it. So I am back. My hair is in a bun. And you know, I'm ready to go on about my little military day. Girl, let me spray some on. Oh, I just love that mist. I just love the mist. So this is my face. This is what I would normally do if I wore drugstore makeup. These are the only products that I recommend. There are a few other products that I've tried, but nothing like what my face looks like now. If there's a day where I'm just like, man, I don't want to use drugstore makeup, I do have a mixture of, I do have a routine that's a mixture of drugstore and high-end products. There are a few differences, not really a lot. I think the only difference is like my bronzer and my concealer, but the foundation is the same, and mostly everything is the same except for the setting powder, and the highlight is the same. I love that highlight. It's a perfect highlight. But you know, this is basically what I do on every day, you know, from start to finish. So it takes me about 10 to 15 minutes to do makeup, but because I'm on camera, of course it's going to take a little bit longer, because I want to explain, I want to talk, and I want to tell jokes, and I want to, you know, show my personality. But on a regular, it does not take me this long to do my makeup. It takes me like 10-15 minutes, then I'm out the door. You'll be surprised if you was ever in the female restroom rooming and you see me do my makeup. I just zoom right through it and get on and get out with my life. But if you like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, because I had lipstick on my lip, because I know for a fact that you're gonna like the next video. because the next video is a video that I've been planning to do for a long time. So I will see y'all in the next video, and peace.